Tesla's big fourth quarter earnings are out. The stock is soaring in extended hours. You can see it right now at more than 6.5%. Here to talk all things electric vehicles and Elon Musk is Autoblog Editor-in-Chief Greg Migliore. So, Greg, you've been able to look through this report. Is the worst, just definitely over for Tesla? Have they turned the corner and are looking in a completely different direction now? There's no going back.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Tesla had a strong fourth quarter and really overall a solid 2019. They put some of CEO Elon Musk's controversies in the past, and they had a really good performance. Quite simply, they beat expectations, the market's responding, and I think they have a lot of momentum as they go into 2020.
And I guess, Greg, where does that change how Tesla is viewed by the broader automotive community? I mean, I think there's always been it would depend who you talk to, right? And you know this better than I, but some companies, some executives might say, yeah, it's an interesting product. Others are going to say, it's a fake car company, it doesn't exist. Does what we've seen from them in the last couple of quarters start to maybe change some of those who have been in denial about where Tesla fits into the broader automotive market?
As we sit here in January 2020, Tesla feels like it's getting this growing sense of maturity about it. They've expanded into China. They have a plan for growth there. They have a plan for growth in other global markets. They're expanding their portfolio in what appears to be a responsible way. The Model Y, which is scheduled to launch here this fall, is a midsize crossover with a range of up to 300 miles. That's exactly what people want. So to me, I think what you're seeing is a bit of a sense of awareness of what they need to do to really grow and set up a long-term play for success. So I've been very impressed with the last 6 months of Tesla. It's been compelling to watch, and they've delivered in really every way.
Greg, Dan Roberts here. If we zoom out and just talk about kind of the electric car boom in general, great 6 months for Tesla, great for the stock, great for Elon Musk, sorry to the shorts. But if we look at the average person who has had an interest in buying an EV, maybe a Tesla, but is held off, and we can use me as an example, I think there's been a chicken and egg situation where it still kind of seems like there aren't enough charging stations. Is that changing? Have you seen recent data, and is it changing thanks to Tesla, or is it the larger movement of all these different brands saying we have an EV coming?
What I think Tesla has done is really elevate the conversation. With their supercharging network, they've brought just this notion of charging your vehicle sort of to the masses. Their superchargers are quick. They're sort of easy to understand. I think the average person who might be considering an EV product would look at Tesla and say, hey, they've sort of thought about this from end to end, and it makes sense. Other automakers are looking at this, and some of them have their own solutions, but Tesla, I think, has communicated it by far the best.
So one of the knocks on the stock earlier had been competition, the Tesla killer, it's coming. And one of the big upstarts that we've been watching is Rivian, and some news coming out today. Rivian has an investment from Ford, and today they announced that Rivian's going to build a Lincoln all-electric vehicle. So if that is the case, is Rivian then the true pure-play electric rival to Tesla?
I'd say perhaps. I actually think Audi, Jaguar, some of the things Mercedes and Chevy are doing, those are probably the more natural rivals for Tesla. I think this is almost more of potentially almost like a merger or acquisition kind of thing. I don't quite know what the end result here is with Lincoln, Ford Motor Company, and Rivian. To me, it's really interesting that Lincoln is going to turn over such a spotlight vehicle to Rivian, which, truthfully has no track record of making vehicles. Their CEO is very charismatic. The vehicles they've shown, like at the LA Auto Show a couple years ago, very compelling, very interesting. But to me, this is a bit of a question mark. That being said, it could be a huge win for Lincoln. Lincoln needs something to get people talking about their brand. The Aviator, the Navigator are great vehicles, but there's no buzz about them. Taking this, really exciting electric car company like Rivian and sort of injecting that DNA into Lincoln, that could do something for them. So I'm really excited to see how this plays out.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.